All right, so getting into the power rankings brought to you by NFL.com. Um, Looks like they got Kansas City at number one, Pittsburgh number two, Tennessee three, Baltimore four, Seattle to round out the top five, and then Tampa, Green Bay, Buffalo, LA Rams, and the Saints to round out the top 10.
Yeah, when I look at the top 10, for the most part, it looks pretty, makes sense. Like it looks pretty good. I would definitely move the Seahawks, I think, to third and kind of push everyone else down. Pittsburgh Steelers being number five. Well, again, when I look at their schedule, yeah, they just came off and beat the Cleveland Browns.
Mhm.
But who have they really beat? Again, they beat the poor teams in the NFL, right? The Broncos, uh, the Eagles,
Giants.
the Giants. So it's like they haven't really beat anyone that good. You could say the best team they played was the Browns, and they did beat them soundly. But again, Browns too. They still had a lot left, or their record I think was better than what they were actually playing. So I don't think I would put Pittsburgh at number two. I think I would move the Seattle Seahawks to number two, and
Yeah.
then kind of push everyone down. I might even have the Titans above the Steelers, but those are kind of interchangeable. But I think other than that, everything else looks pretty good. But I just don't. I don't think Seahawks. I don't think Pittsburgh should be number two.
Yeah, it's hard to keep them up there seeing the teams that they have beat. But honestly, until the last 2 weeks, they haven't really done anything that was outstanding. Chase Claypool, though, doing great things, and then their defense is really good. I just like you said, though, I feel like I don't know if they should be number two or even like top three. And yeah, Seattle definitely deserves more respect than number five. As far as anything below that, I mean, Tampa had a legitimate crushing of the Packers. But until then, they really just seemed like a mid-tier team. I don't know how they got bumped up to six. Even the LA Rams being at number nine, it's odd to see. Although I don't know who I would push up there.
Yeah, I mean these are always like a crapshoot. I think everything is pretty much. I would maybe put the New England Patriots above the Chicago Bears.
Okay, so switch 11 and 12.
Yeah, I would probably do that. Just because the Bears still, for I don't know, maybe it's just because maybe they are better than I think they are, but I don't. They don't really scare me with Nick Foles and stuff at quarterback. I don't know. I mean, I could just be biased, but they don't really scare me.
Yeah, I agree. It's weird to see them continue to win, and I mean everybody knows it's the defense that's doing it, but it's impressive to see a defense carry a team to 5-1 through the first 6 games of the year. So below that we got the Raiders at number 13, followed by the Cardinals, Browns, Colts, 49ers, Chargers, Panthers, and then the Dolphins at 20. Um, it sucks that the Cardinals losses, but I feel like they should be higher than 14. But I'm gonna keep riding for the Cardinals. I like them this year. And I mean the Colts almost just lost to the Texans. I don't know if they should be at 16.
To the Bengals.
Oh yeah, the Bengals. My bad. Who only have one win on the year, so I don't know if they should be at number 16.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I mean that one's again kind of interchangeable. Like I would put San Francisco above them, but because San Francisco was dealt kind of a bad hand with all their injuries, they'd probably be better if they didn't have those injuries. I would put San Francisco above the Colts. I think.
Yeah, it's like the Panthers. I feel like they probably are in the right place, but they're like the most forgotten about team this year. I feel like I never hear anything about them.
Yeah, they're like slowly like winning games and being competitive, and like no one even knows. Like, oh
Nobody
yeah,
knows. Yeah.
there's that's going on over there.
Yeah. But yeah, as far as the mid tier, I feel like it's mostly right. And then the bottom has got the Broncos, Lions, Eagles, Texans, Falcons, Cowboys, Vikings, Bengals, Giants, Washington Jaguars, and the New York Jets being the worst team.
Yeah, I think all that is pretty spot on. I would probably put Houston Texans above Philly though,
Yeah, I mean Houston did almost just beat Tennessee, so
and they had a tough schedule. They had
to start
obviously
the year,
they had the Chiefs, they had the
they had the
Ravens, the
Steelers.
Steelers, the Titans. So I think that. and they were competitive in most of those games.
Hmm.
So I think I would put them above Philly right now.
Yeah, and I think the Bengals do deserve a little bit more respect than being the fourth worst team, although they do only have one win on the year. Um, Especially how they played against the Colts. I think they should be, I don't know, maybe one or two spots higher. And Dallas could easily be, winless. So I don't know if they're deserving of 26, but looking at the teams below them, I guess it does make sense.
Yeah, I would say they're still better than all those teams below them.
And I mean, the Lions, I don't know about jumping up to 22. I feel like a couple weeks ago they were like last or second last in the league. I feel like their win over Arizona, they caught them in a bad week, and their other win came against Jacksonville. But they've done nothing, worthy of being, I guess, a mid-tier team, albeit they're 22nd ranked on here.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess only they haven't beat good teams, but I guess, the Cardinals was a good win or whatever. They obviously beat Jacksonville, which I think anybody would beat Jacksonville at this point right now. But, I guess when you look at the teams that they faced, the Saints and the Packers, and they blew those leads and they had a good lead on them, and they also blew the lead against the Chicago Bears, who were 5-1, so I could justify that.
Yeah, and did they lose? Did they play the Falcons? No, I think it was someone else. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the power rankings. Thank you for listening in to this clip of the Moose Bros podcast. If you enjoyed this, please like, comment below, and subscribe to this channel to see more clips just like this one. If you want to listen to the whole podcast, you can find us at Spotify or Apple Podcasts under Moose Bros Sports.